Dear children, we'll think about the fifth chapter, continuity, differentiability and differentiation. One of the longest chapter and difficult too. This is the base for studying the complete calculus which are going to come up after this application of derivatives, integrals, application of integrals, differential equations. So if it is not thorough for you, it may be difficult for you to attend the remaining chapters also. Anyway, in the last minute, I'm not discouraging you. What is my plan is to suggest some areas where you may focus, and somehow, if you have not studied much, at least a part of it, if you can answer, it will be well and good. You do not lose much mark. Okay, let us start. First topic is continuity. Please do remember what continuity is. To do continuity, you need basically some results from limits, like limit x tends to 0 sin x by x, or for tan x, limit x tends to a x power n minus a power n by x minus a, which is equal to n a power n minus 1, and stuff like that. You have many more with the logarithm, with e power x. If you can remember all that, that's well and good. Other than that, what is continuity? Continuity is checked at every point. So if the left hand limit of that point and the right hand limit of that point and the function value of that point, if all the three are equal, you say the function is continuous. So remember the continuity formula that you use, or the left hand limit formula and right hand limit formula, and do verify it. And this part, you have questions from first exercise 5.1. Actually, there are number of questions, not just what is written in NCERT. There are many variety of questions. But if I say the minimum questions you learn, minimum you should learn at least from continuity, question number 6 to 16 you should know. Only then somebody can say that you know the concept, 6 to 16. And the important questions are 18 to 24. When a function is continuous, find the missing letter like a k or lambda. Such questions are more important. So continuity and differentiability, mostly continuity questions will come. That we can expect. And if you have studied all the NCERT sums, definitely you can go for other textbooks, previous question papers, and you can search for that. If you are not done this one, I don't know how far it will be effective. If you can remember, good. Some questions, some children will like without much learning, they will remember some certain questions, and if it comes and can work, you can work out, it's good. When it comes to differentiability, differentiation is again checked at a point. A function is said to be differentiable if the left hand derivative of that point and the right hand derivative of that point, LHD and RHD, are equal. Limit h tend to 0, f of a minus h minus f of a divided by minus h, and right hand limit h tend to 0, f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. Using that you will work it out, and if LHD and the differentiability is checked at in a open interval. If every point in the open interval, inside the points, if it is differentiable, you will say it is differentiable in that open interval. For a closed interval, it should be, for closed interval AB, it should be differentiable in the open interval AB. And at A, the first point, it should be right differentiable. RHD should be checked. And the last point, you will check the left hand derivative. If that also is differentiable, then you will say the function is differentiable. And every differentiable functions are continuous functions. But the converse may not be true. If an example is asked, then you can say modulus functions. Modulus functions are continuous functions, but it is not differentiable. Okay, then only 2 questions we have from 5.2. Question number 9 and 10. That is very small only in number. You have to depend on some other textbooks and work out many questions if possible, if you have time, or at least go through that. The other day I said, like, before you enter into exam hall, what you can learn, what can be remembered easily is differentiation chapter only. Certain questions which you may find it difficult to reproduce, but before exam, before 5 minutes also, if you see, I will say you go through the differentiation difficult chapter before you enter the difficult chapter. Some expected questions, if you can go through, when you enter into exam hall, you will remember and you can do that. Okay, that is another thing. Then the next portion is differentiation, which has got, first of all, you need to remember the differentiation formula, starting from derivative of a constant, derivative of x, derivative of x power n, derivative of 1 by x. All that is not necessary, but independently, if you remember, it's okay. Derivative of root x, derivative log x, a power x, e power x. Then trigonometric functions, all the 6 functions, sine inverse x, inverse functions, cos inverse x. Then coming to differentiation, you have in 5.2 itself, differentiation is there. You have chain rule using a function of function, derivative of sine x square. It's not sine square x, derivative of sine x square. There are many questions like that, which will not be very difficult. If you know normal differentiation, you will understand. Or in class 11 also we have learned. And in the third exercise, you have got implicit functions. For example, find dy by dx for 2x plus 3y equal to sine x. That means y is not separated. Y is mixed with x and all. So you have to differentiate and then isolate dy by dx and get like that few questions, which are not that difficult, may not be very important also. After that, you have, after 4 or 5 questions, you have got trigonometric substitutions you have to do. Like with the trigonometric functions, you will have, for example, sine of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. Or where you will put x as tan theta, because 1 minus tan square by 1 plus tan square is cos 2 theta. Or 2x by 1 plus x square, where also when you substitute x as tan theta, 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta, that is sine 2 theta. If you remember trigonometric formulas from class 11 and you have used it, you have studied it, you will be able to learn that exercise. If not, if you do not know trigonometric formula, last moment, it is very difficult to learn, practice it and reproduce in exam. If somebody listens me from class 11, make it that a point that you learn this chapter very well. When it is taught itself, you should learn. If you cannot keep it for matrices, determinants and all, even relation function also, maybe you can learn on the last lap. But this chapter you cannot ignore. You should have studied it. If not studied, then certain selections, some questions with the known formula you work out and practice. Here, these trigonometric substitutions, few questions if you can, 1 or 2 or 3 questions if you remember, it may be helpful in exam time. Then it comes to exponential and logarithmic functions, that is exercise 5.4. That means the e power x or log x questions, related questions, which is not a difficult exercise. You can learn even now also. It is not, if you know the differentiation formulas, it will be easy. Coming to the next exercise, you have function upon function, bigger questions like y is equal to square root of x minus 1 into x minus 2 divided by x. These type of questions, you will be able to use logarithmic differentiation, taking log on both sides, and then the work will be simple, applying the rule of log. right? Log of a to the power b can be written as b into log a. Log of ab is log a plus log b. Log of a divided by b is log a minus log b. With the help of that, you will be able to simplify your work and you can get. So, and function upon function, y equal to sine x power x, such questions. There are good questions. If you can remember that exercise, some selected 4 or 5 questions, similar questions, if it comes, you will be able to, because if you do 4 or 5 questions, at least you will remember that I should take a function upon function. This type of complex questions, I need to take a log on both sides, at least one step in you right now. That will give you some credit now. So don't ignore that exercise. Do at least few questions, 3 or 4 questions you do. But till last moment you keep revising those questions. That will give some idea. But basically you should remember all the formula, differentiation formula. If you do not know, then all that practice also will go in vain. Make sure that you remember. Often you practice formula. If you have failed to do that so far, that is okay. Those who studied, you study extra questions. You don't have to look at NCERT and spend more time on it. It's not necessary. Then parametric form is the next exercise. What is parametric? X equal to, there is a third variable, sine theta, y is equal to cos theta, something like that. Then find dy by dx. That exercise also is a good exercise which you can learn. It is not that difficult. But only thing in such exercise where children make mistake is when you find the second derivative, right? You find dy by dx by dy by d theta by dx by d theta if the third variable is theta, or dy by dt by dx by dt. But when you find a second derivative, some children will differentiate that dy by dx alone. But the function t, dt by dx, they forget to add. That is a common mistake which many will do, that you make sure. I don't know whether you follow it when I speak orally, but you have to look at a parametric functions, differentiation, second derivative finding. There, I think it is coming in next exercise also. Such questions, you please see the solution, how you have worked out, and make sure that you don't miss that. Otherwise, parametric is easy only. Then the next is second order. Second order is not a difficult thing. If you can differentiate one time, one more time you can differentiate. But there are certain questions which are very, very important. Most of the times they will give a function and then they will give an equation, like a differential equation to prove. There are many examples. I will give one example. Y equal to tan inverse x the whole square. Then prove that x square plus 1 the whole square into y2. y2 means d square y by d square plus 2x into x square plus 1 into dy by dx equal to 2. I think in that exercise, the last question. With that, those type of questions, you make sure you know how the other approach. Many of you know very good differentiation, but you may not succeed if you don't proceed in the way it has to be. Some places you have to do substitution and continue the work. Where I should substitute? First differentiation, when you start second differentiation, you do substitution so that your work will become little more lighter, or you can easily get the required. Because in proving questions, you cannot stop anywhere, but what they asked you to prove, you have to complete that. Other places, okay, differentiation, I don't have time, so I just differentiated, I didn't simplify. Fine, that may be acceptable. But in proving questions, you have to do it completely. So you make sure that this is done. So if you decided to do only 5 questions or 10 questions, first importance, give these type of questions, which are basically from 11 to 17, right? In second order derivative exercise, it is at, I think, 5.7, exercise 5.7. Make sure that you will learn 11 to 17. Similar questions are there in miscellaneous exercise also. Miscellaneous, when it comes, you have some miscellaneous examples also important. 40, example 40, 42. Then question 6, 9, 12 to 18. Actually, it's a big work only, 22. All that, if you have practiced, good. If you can practice once again, very good. But you should have these notes. If you are not very confident, have the notes with you before the exam also. Go through that, so that in exam you will get a quicker answer or method, because we sometimes fail to answer this chapter because the method that we adopt may be a different one, not the natural one. So you may try new methods and all, but it will not work. You will get irritated. So many pages you unnecessarily strike it off. That can be avoided if you remember the method first itself. So the success lies over there. So what you can do is have the notebook with you, your own notebook. Don't go and take somebody's notebooks, photostat or something. That will not work. You are not familiar with. So you should have your book, a solution book also in printed form only, which will not be very comfortable for anybody. I love my own handwriting. I love my own way of working, magnification. If some children who listens to me from class 11, lower classes, please do understand notebook is important in that way. You should have an association with your notebook, your textbook also. Textbook should have so many writings. Your own way of representing should be customized, not like everybody's textbook. Should write in textbook what is important. This is important for me. This is difficult for me. This I don't understand. Number of times I paid attention, but I didn't get it. Like that, you should write in your textbook. Write stories about each question. That all will give you in exam hall also you can remember, oh, this question was difficult from that time, I still do not know. Then I won't spend much time on that. Okay, this chapter is a bit hard for those who start studying now. But anyway, don't ignore any questions. Do something. Learn how much ever possible. Do not waste much time on the 8 days. On these 8 days when you get it, you make sure that you learn all through. Take small rest only, and again wake up and learn. There is no substitute for that. Hope that it will work. Thank you.